Well, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this from some angry teenagers, grown-ass men with some female wrestlers for profile pics, and probably a few Sasha Banks stans in my DMs, but what's new? This is a topic that needs to be discussed because it's getting a little out of hand. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Cancel culture in wrestling needs to stop. Let's talk about it. Cancel culture is the worst thing to happen to not only wrestling, but to the entertainment industry as a whole. There are literally people that go out of their way to slander a celebrity to try and tear them down. Majority of the time, it's just because they're a celebrity, and when it comes to wrestling, it honestly feels no different. Right now, the target of that slander is Rhea Ripley. Let's really be honest with ourselves here. With all the things we see on wrestling Twitter alone on a day-to-day basis, we are really gonna get offended by someone laughing at racist or gay jokes from almost a decade ago? Let me repeat that last part. A decade ago. As in when Rhea Ripley was a teenager. She and I are the same age, and I can tell you people from that time were laughing at and joking about worse stuff than that, I promise you. If you're really getting this mad at Rhea, you need to take a long look in the mirror and realize you're no saint either. Hell, I've made and laughed at black jokes with my friends growing up, and I'm black. Does that make me racist? Of course not. If a comedian tells a racist joke and we laugh about it, does that make us racist? Of course not. Does any of this excuse anything that people are finding out about Rhea's past? Absolutely not. Obviously, that stuff wouldn't slide today, and it shouldn't. But expecting an apology out of Rhea Ripley for what she said or did as a teenager is insane to me. And even if she did apologize, you guys have shown that you're not going to listen regardless. Literally, she could apologize for every single thing that you guys are accusing her of, and you'll just turn around and say, oh, that's not good enough. You guys already put her on blast, but you guys are dragging it out so long, we get it already. And whether you want to admit it or not, we have all said or laughed at dark humor jokes at some point in our lives. And if you deny that, you're a damn liar. The only difference between us and someone like Rhea Ripley is that she's famous and everything she does is magnified. I personally can't stand the hypocrisy of cancel culture, especially with something as childish as this. And I'm not saying that canceling someone isn't effective. And this is not me saying not to hold people accountable. We absolutely should hold people accountable for things that they did. But there's a difference between holding people accountable and going too far. Especially with something as little as this that happened when she was a teenager. Of course you have your Jackson Rikers, your Lars Sullivans, your Marty Scurlls, and your Joey Ryans. Those types of guys 1000% should get backlash from the recent things that they said and done. Sammy Guevara absolutely should have been put on blast when he recently said that he would literally rape Sasha Banks. But Rhea Ripley being a naive teenager a decade ago, we really gotta be better than that. Bro, there's literally TikTok creators making dark humor jokes all the time and no one bats an eye. Some of these things really aren't as deep as people online paint them out to be. Rhea Ripley is neither racist nor homophobic. Most of you guys have your valid reasons on why you're upset about it. You're a fan of her and you didn't expect this. That's understandable. But some of you are taking this way too far. You're soft, self-righteous, and you're looking for a reason to throw a tantrum. She was a stupid teenager that liked some posts, and now, as an adult, with all this stuff coming to light, most likely looks back on this with regret. She's human and made mistakes as a teenager. Get over it. Stop assuming that she's racist. That's another problem with cancel culture. Once you guys assume something, there's no changing your minds. You guys are going to keep up that assumption and ruin that person's credibility for the rest of their life. We've seen that with countless celebrities. Like I said before, I'm not excusing any of what she's been accused of doing or saying. I'm just saying that the people trying to get her fired over this need to chill out and breathe and realize that it's not that deep. Had this been 2 years ago? Sure. Had this been 2 weeks ago? Sure. Had this been today? Absolutely. Call her out, hold her accountable, whatever. But a decade ago? Come on now. I'm gonna get plenty of hate for this video, but it is what it is. I really don't care. You guys are really starting to get out of pocket with this whole cancel culture thing. But anyways, how do you feel about cancel culture in wrestling, and how do you feel about this whole Rhea Ripley situation? Let me know.